But one of the biggest announcements from the show for us on Arena is that Smite is coming to Xbox One. And what I want to know from you, Brian, is what do you think about this? Because we've talked a lot about MOBAs coming to consoles. We talk a lot about how we're going to start seeing more of them. And this is finally like, oh, it's finally happening. It's really happening, guys. Yeah. And not in like the capacity we've had before where it's Guardians of Middle-earth and awesome nonsense games that are kind of MOBAs but scaled down.
They're all sort of like standing at the edge of the water and like looking at each other.
Yeah.
Like, you go, you first.
But this is the first big step. It's a MOBA that we've talked about on the show. We've played it. It's different, and it seems well fitted for consoles, but it is not like a, well, we're going to try to do MOBAs for consoles. It's like, no, they're taking this game and putting it on a console.
The reason why I have so much more faith in this than I would say, like, you got League on consoles is the perspective, the behind-the-shoulder perspective.
Yeah.
It's played third person. It kind of looks like you're playing Gears or something like that. It doesn't rely on like the isometric top-down. You're like clicking, moving around the screen with a cursor sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is why I think this is like a great jumping in point.
The skill shots are all very like visually represented on screen within like terms where you're like, oh, there's a bar that goes out this far. That's how long my skill shot is.
Yes.
Right. Yep. And like you were saying, this isn't like some game with MOBA elements. This is a 3-lane MOBA with towers.
Yep.
This is a MOBA.
Yeah. So real talk. Kyle, you gonna play this?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna play the hell out of it.
You're gonna play it?
Yeah,
for real?
Buy it probably day one, and I'm gonna play it a lot. Yeah.
It's the thing. Like, will this yank me from Dota? No, it's not gonna yank me from Dota. But like, I like that game. I will play it on a console mainly out of curiosity to see how it translates.
Fair enough.
Do you think it's gonna be free to play on console?
I think it has to be.
Yeah.
Or they'll do some sort of package like you pay the $50 and you just get everything right.
That could be it too, right? Yeah. I just wonder how that relates to the PC economy. If you know the PC has its economy that is very similar to League of Legends, where I think you can build in-game currency or you can buy skins or characters outright. If you can just do that on console, why can't you just do that on PC?
I think Smite actually has a feature where you can just buy everything and everything to come.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. So
that's a good way to do it then.
Yeah, I like it because. I mean, that's awesome. I spend so much money on League buying skins and champions.
I know that well.
If they had just said, like, oh, here's $80 or $60 or $50 and you can get all the champs and any skin you want. Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Done.
I would spend that money immediately. I would have saved $80 by now.
Which is why they don't do it.
Yeah. We got an email from Howie about this. Howie is close to level 30 in Smite. And he says, with the announcement of Smite coming to Xbox One, I've been very excited, but also very worried. Will I be able to use my Hi-Res account, Hi-Res being the developer, from the PC and continue it on the Xbox, or will I have to start again? I would hate to start again, and I'm sure many other dedicated Smite players would agree. I haven't played a ton of Smite. If Dota came to consoles and I couldn't carry over my level and my items, I would go ballistic. So we reached out, we talked to Hi-Res and tried to get an idea of what that relationship looks like. Chief Operating Officer Todd Harris told us, quote, it will be separate servers and separate queues between PC and Xbox One, so players won't be able to play together. PC players and Xbox One players will not play together. In terms of transferring a player account level or mixing purchases and unlocks, we have not announced anything yet, which is very helpful. They're still in discussions with Microsoft around what is possible both technically and in terms of policy. I mean, it might just be something with Microsoft where whatever systems they're using with Microsoft, whatever Hi-Res is using with Microsoft, just isn't compatible with unifying those accounts.
So the TLDR, we don't know.
Yeah, shrug. They don't know, apparently. Which I feel like is like a non-answer because I'm sure they do. I feel like the short answer of this is no. That's what it seems like to me.
I can't blame Howie if he says, sorry, not playing on Xbox One.
Yeah, especially if you have to buy stuff again.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Not
Why
twice.
would I do that? Like, if I have levels and I get better drops and I have more characters and I have more skins on PC, why would I ever play this on 360 or Xbox One?
It would have to be something massive like everyone I play with is now playing on that system or something like that.
The one thing I'm a little bit scared about is how much they're going to be able to keep up parity between like Xbox One, because we saw with like Team Fortress. Team Fortress is a completely different beast than it was when it launched with the orange box.
I mean, at this point on Xbox 360 and PS3, it is a different game than it is on PC.
Same with Minecraft.
That too, absolutely, yes. And that's
behind.
like IGN recently started re-reviewing games because of that.
Yeah,
you did Minecraft, right? So that's a good example. I think we just recently redid League of Legends as well.
Yes.
I'll be very curious to see how that works. But now, like with Xbox One and PS4, and I assume this will come to PS4, it's got to. There's no reason they wouldn't bring it to all
Microsoft
consoles.
did their whole first on console.
Exactly,
on
which means
Xbox.
it's coming to PS4 a month or two later.
That was a very big just trend at
Yes.
Gamescom, where it was everyone phrasing things weirdly, so you didn't quite know.
Yeah.
And you're like, and then there was a bunch of quotes after that.
Yeah, a lot of exclusive, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I will be curious. With the Xbox One and PS4, you can get updates more rapidly. Updates have been easier for developers. You can change stuff in more close to real time, but I don't know. You're essentially making a different game at that point. You have to. The way patches work is going to be different on both consoles. There are going to be different problems between those games.
Like they're not able to hotfix like they are like.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem. Like, oh, we just broke something and we didn't. And like on PC, like there's like I think last night they patched something. They found out a bug and they patched it within like an hour or
in
two.
the middle of a match, it was like, oh, you have to update Dota. Great, thanks.
Hey, we got a problem. Hey, we got an update.
Yeah.